Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate.
What's up, guys? This is Brian. This is the Till You Claps podcast, and we're back. And I'm officially back from my fucking trip in Hawaii. Man, I gotta say, bro, I'm in love with that place.
How's my hometown treating you?
Oh, fuck, bro. I love that place. Best place I've ever been. Vibe, weather, everything, bro. Like, it literally changed me. Like, I'm not just saying that. Like, I literally feel changed. Like, you know, just more spiritual. The vibes, like, you know. Plus, I was taking mushrooms the whole time. I'm sure that helped.
Oh, so you were on a vibe.
To connect with the land, I swear to God. But, yeah, man, it's, love the people, love the place, love the energy, love it all, man. And I see why, like I said, I'm 40 years old. First time I went. First time I was able to go. Yeah. You know? And I'm going to talk about, that's what I'm going to talk about today. A lot about, and I want you guys listening, hopefully you get a lot from this, because a lot of you are where I was 5-10 years ago, and I want to share this experience to get you thinking how I'm thinking now, because I think it's important. And please, guys, like we always ask you, please share the show. Like it, share it, review it. It's the only way we grow. But, man, you used to live there?
Yeah.
I can't imagine living there.
I pretty much grew up there until I was like around 12, and I moved here to California.
Damn.
Yeah.
Raised on living there.
It was beautiful. Literally.
Maui?
Oahu.
Oh, Oahu.
Maui's a bigger island. It's more peaceful there.
Yeah.
Oahu is more city life.
Is it?
I remember growing up, going to school, and then right after school, I would literally get picked up, go straight to the beach for 2 or 3 hours, go home, do homework, and repeat every single day. I was a dark baby. I had a nice tan.
I bet.
So, weather's always nice. It rains every now and then. It's just a tropical paradise almost.
Yeah, it's amazing out there. Like I said, I'm gonna talk to you guys about. So as far as, and you even said, like, I gotta tell you guys, this is how you know you're a motherfucking OG, okay, guys? So I'm pretty dark. I'm Persian, Italian. I get pretty dark in the sun. He calls me gold. What do you call me? Fucking orange?
I called you orange.
I guess I'm orange.
You look orange.
Tan. I mean, I don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing. Fuck, I guess I look orange, but it's tan. I'm for sure pretty dark. And this guy's like, you're peeling. I'm like, bro, I didn't even sunburn. I'm not peeling. It's my motherfucking gray hair on my shoulders and my back. It was glistening in the light. And this guy thought I was peeling. I'm like, no, bro, that's called gray hair. Stubble's growing and it's gleaming in the light. So just in case you guys were, I'm sure you guys probably already knew, but I'm definitely, when you got gray hair coming out of every random place, that's how you know you're fucking OG, for the record. Not peeling, bro. It's fucking my gray blinging.
You're gray blinging. So,
man, this trip, honestly, I'm going to talk about the trip. And I'm going to talk about how it kind of changed me. This is the biggest trip I've ever taken in my life. Never gone on vacation this long. Never spent this kind of money on a vacation or trip. And, you know, 2 years ago when COVID first started, April, we had our big Hawaii trip planned. And that was the first time 2 years ago, legitimately, I was in the place to even take a vacation like that. I mean, financially, you know, I was broke trying to build this business. And then as far as the business, having a team in place where it didn't rely so heavily on me, that was the first time really, maybe a year before that, but the first time the stars aligned and we actually, you know, said it. And then now, fast forward 2 years, you know, I didn't want to go back. If anything, COVID was going on. I wanted to make sure everything was open and I could experience it freely. You know what I mean? I didn't want to deal with any of the bullshit that goes along with that. Yeah. So we went, man, and I can tell you it was the most I've ever spent on a vacation. I mean, I spent more than most people make in a year, bottom line. I mean, I went all out. Best dining, best resorts, best of everything, because I want my kids to remember this. I want it to be experienced. I want it to be a lifelong thing. Hopefully I can repeat it. That's the goal. But, you know, I want to really pour into this experience. And for me, you know, as a kid, and you guys know I love cars and I like watches. I like clothes kind of, not so much. But for me, you know, I had goals, more material goals, which is fine. A lot of people try to, you know, say those aren't good or look down on that. Well, I'm here to tell you there's nothing wrong with material goals, because material goals help me get to where I am. Built this company to where it's at, have an opportunity for you and all other people here because of that. So anyone that looks down on that and tries to judge you on that, fuck them. That's bullshit, because there's nothing wrong with having material goals. So I've always had those kind of goals, and family and freedom, and as I'm growing, and I've told you guys, trying to be more present with my family, because that's the hardest thing for me, because my mind's always going, always thinking about work. How can I grow this? What can I do? And the last couple of years, I've done a lot better at being present. I used to try to spend more time, but it wasn't as present or quality time. Now it's actually a little less time now, even, because now we're kind of in the growth phase here, and I'm spending more time even back in the business. But it's more present. It's more quality. And this experience, spending this kind of money, I mean, I could have put a down payment on another exotic car. I could have put a down payment on a house, a rental property. I could have bought a really nice car cash. I mean, that's the kind of money we're talking about. And in the past, that's what I would have spent that kind of chunk of money on. But I got to tell you, this was, I mean, I can't even explain it. It was just a fulfilling feeling, being able to do that, one, because I know most people can't do that. You're in a different, level when you're doing stuff like that. And then B, just the things that my kids said and the memories that we have with my family. And just, it's something that none of us will ever forget. And I've never felt anything like that, because I've taken trips here and there. I've taken 5-6 days trips. But this was different. I don't know if it was just the vibe of the island, everything, the amount of time we spent. But man, it definitely changed me, dude. Like I just, it's hard for me to articulate and explain. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? And just live on this podcast, this is what I do. First day back, we're recording a podcast, getting you guys some content to listen to. But I can tell you, from experience, someone that's running, fucking sprinting 1,000,000 miles a minute, and I want to get more cars. I want to have 5 more cars. I want to get more watches. I almost bought a watch in Hawaii. Rolex, another one. You know what I mean? So I like those things, but this was a different level. This, if it makes sense, this almost was spiritual. Like, I feel different in my soul. Mm-hmm. I feel really connected to that place. Yeah. And I don't know, it's just, do you get what I'm saying? Does it sound weird to you? I don't.
No, I totally understand being from there.
It's just like, I haven't been that many places, but that place is something special. And it's just the people, and we drove all around. We drove probably an hour in each direction. We explored different parts, and we went to different cities and stuff like that. And it was pretty consistent everywhere. Just like the feeling and the energy. It's a little different, because every city and town is different. But like, we didn't just stay in our resort, which we could have. I would be happy staying there, but we definitely had our own car. And we saw different parts of it,
which right? You should, yeah.
And it was just, oh man, it's just, anyone probably realizes what I'm saying that's been there. But for those of you guys that haven't, and you guys are running the race right now, trying to get those cars, trying to get those things, I want to let you guys know that, like, I'm glad I got to experience something like that before I die. And the thing is experience with my kids. Like, when my 5-year-old tells me that she's never going to forget this, like, that's everything to me. Like, I may die 2 months from now. You never know what the fuck's going to happen in this life. Health issues you don't know about. A car crashes into you. You never know when your time is. So if you have the opportunity to experience something like this, I say do it. Because like I said, for me, it was more like, being a hungry kid that loves cars. It was the car. And I'd never had experience like this until 40 years old. So I guess my message to you is, if you have the ability to find a way to get the car and have the experience, or think about which one will be more important to you. Because like I said, especially if you have kids, if you have a family, I mean, yeah, my kids have all ridden in my Ferrari and Lambo. That's an experience for them too. Like, most kids don't ride in cars like that. So that's definitely experience for them too. But it's a different experience when you go somewhere and you all connect and you spend some really quality time together. That's on a different level. And that's something they won't forget, whether I'm here for 30 more years or I'm gone in 2 months. They're going to remember that trip to Hawaii with us, and the feeling and the memories they had. And that's priceless, honestly. And that's something that I've just, like I said, I'm realizing it. I'm sharing it with you guys, because my point of this podcast is to share my experiences with you as I go along. I don't try to preach anything on here that I don't know about. I'm not trying to sell you on shit. I'm here just sharing my experiences on building businesses, fitness, this experience too. I knew I had to talk about it. I wanted to articulate it to you guys, and hopefully some of you guys listen to this and you stop and you're like, fuck, like I want to experience that too. And it doesn't have to be Hawaii, wherever you want to go, overseas, just whatever the experience is, make sure you do it with some people you love, and make sure you're present and you really dive in and you enjoy it, you know? I mean, do you get what I'm saying? Like, because here's the thing, my dude here, he's lived there. He's 24 years old, so he's in a lot different place. No kids, but you know, and it's cool you getting to sit here too, because you experience this shit and hear this shit from me too as we do podcasts. And like I said, he's grinding towards his car. I can't wait for you to get that car.
I know, me too.
It's on the wall right behind you. That car's gonna be sick.
Oh yeah.
So that car's gonna fit him perfect. But like, you get what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%. I took my girlfriend this past March for her first time to Hawaii. Okay. That's the first time I wanted to take her.
Okay.
Literally, as soon as we got there and drove through the city, Waikiki, like the main city there, she instantly told me she wants to move here, or at least get some sort of vacation home or something. Like that was her first actual thought. Yeah. Which is what I've always wanted to do.
That's awesome.
So I could understand what you're saying, like
so
the experience.
Felt it too.
Yep. The weather, the people, the vibe. Like she woke up at 4 or 5 a.m. every single morning, went and run on the beach, got herself coffee, and it was beautiful.
Yeah, my ass ran on the beach one time because you know what? It's been a long time since I ran like that. I ran for about 25 minutes. I was doing sprints and jogs barefoot.
Oh, you were sore.
My whole body, my hips, everything, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was trying to think, like, I was sore, like, where I was hurting, like, getting out, like, and I'm like, what the fuck am I hurting so bad for? Because I was working out every day, but nothing like heavy legs or anything like that.
It's the sand.
And yeah. And I'm like thinking, I think it was that. And I wanted to run multiple times, but I was so like fucked. I was like, what? Is this 40, bro? Like, I'm like, what the hell is going on? But it was a great feeling running on that beach. Like, I would definitely, my body would get used to it, I think, if I did it more often.
Oh, 100%.
It's just, you know, that's the first time I've ever really ran. Not ever, but I don't remember last time I ran on the beach like that. I put effort in, just barefoot. Is it good to do it barefoot? Should you wear shoes?
Barefoot.
Okay, fuck, dude.
What was the first thing you guys did when you guys got there? Like, what was the very first thing you guys did?
Well, we got there.
Like getting on the airplane, obviously.
Well, that first night was magical because we got there. We had a super early dinner reservation at this really hard place to get into that was like booked out for 2 months. So we got a random.
Really?
It was like we got in at 3 o'clock, and our dinner reservation was like 4:30.
Oh wow!
Super early.
Yeah.
I mean, which with the time change, that's more like dinner time here. So our
it's like 7 o'clock here.
Yeah. So, but we went to this crazy, amazing dinner at this crazy like sushi, Japanese fusion place. Amazing meal. I mean, dropped fucking $700 on the first meal.
Trust me, it's worth it.
I know.
It's worth it.
Well, you know, I tip good too. I mean, $700. The bill's $500. I tip $200.
Yeah.
So I try to share experiences. So, but did that. But then we went back to the resort, and then we went to the beach.
The beach right away. Right.
Yeah, right away. We went to the beach, and it was like the sun was setting. It was like magical, bro. That's when I felt like went to the beach because where we're staying had like this amazing pool area, and then like its own private beach right there.
Cove,
so
like
we can go. You know, so it's really easy and convenient, quick. You just walk, don't have to drive or anything like that. We went there and just the sun setting, everyone's playing in the water. It was just magical.
Playing in the water that late during sunset. Yeah, when it's still warm.
Yeah, everything's warm. The water's warm. The air's warm. It's like, what the hell, bro? You know, that was right when I had it there. I'm like, fuck, this is a vibe, you know. And it's everything, man. Even just like, you know, for the first few days, we really didn't do shit, you know, because we haven't really.
You don't have to. You don't have to enjoy that.
Lounged and vegged and you know, but then we started doing, you know, we did the kayaking and snorkeling with the animals, and we did surfing and we hiking. So we did some stuff too. So we had a good mix of half the time we're actually doing shit and half the time we're just doing shit, which is
how it should be.
Yeah. So man, like I said, that was you know, and like I said, it's just it's crazy to me too, because like I said, now that I've done it, I kind of want to do it more. And the thing is yeah, I still want more cars. I still want more watches. I want to put tons of money back into this company and grow it. But another thing now on my radar is traveling and experiences. And, you know, I need to work harder, because for me to spend that much money on a vacation again, that's not normal. So it's just, you know, I got to work fucking my ass off to earn that, right? So that's just another thing now that I've actually done it and experienced it. It's going to push me even more. Like I got a fire lit now to work. And I got to admit, 10 days was kind of long.
That's a long trip.
For someone like me, I was able to disconnect, better than I ever have, even though, you know, I had car issues with someone here, someone here was sick, and we had you kids running this place, you know. So so just to let you guys know, so there's 4 of us here basically. I was gone, so 3 of them here. Memo and Bree are both 21 and 24, so younger, and they're like, he's almost 2 months in.
About 2 months in now.
2 months in. Bree's about 1 month in, so new. Katie got sick, so mom and dad are gone, and you got the kids running the show that haven't really been here that long. Old me would have been losing my shit. And I had a moment too where I kind of lost my shit a little bit, but way less than I would have in the past. And I told them it's because of who they are. They helped calm me because, like I said, the connection I have with them and what I see in them and what I believe in them and what they've shown me so far. They've shown me some good. They've also shown me some bad. I got to spank them a little bit. But that helped me be where I was at. So like I said, I'd never been such a long time, so present. And that helped me being connected to the place we were too. All that goes together, right? So you guys did a great job holding it down. But I, you know, about day 6, I was like, I got to fucking work. Because, you know, thinking of, you know, then it starts thinking about how much the vacation costs, and I need to fucking work because I want to take more. Like, I just got hungry, and like, I just get, it motivates me more because I want more of it, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So I was in it. So, I mean, 10 days was nice, but maybe 6, 7.
About a week is fine.
Yeah,
a week is long enough.
Yeah, for sure. Especially because it's a direct flight. It's not crazy. It's not like I spend 1 or 2 days traveling. So if I get it, you spend 1 or 2 days traveling somewhere super far, then you got to kind of make it up.
Yeah.
Then it's almost like you got 4 days traveling. You got to stay there 7 days, so it's more like 10, 12 days. But the travel's only 4.5 hours.
It's not horrible at all. No.
So yeah, man, it was a good feeling, but I'm definitely hungry. I want more of it. And you guys listening to this, that's the point of this podcast. I'm not going to drag it on. Just listen to what I said and just realize that, you know, you may not know. Like, you don't know that you want it because you haven't experienced it. So I'm here telling you, there's nothing like it. Like I said, just like getting in a fucking 800 horsepower Ferrari V12 and starting that up and fucking sliding sideways in it, there's nothing like that either. So like, there's experiences in life, and my message to you is try to experience them all as soon as you can. Because like I said, I could have probably gone on a vacation like this sooner, but being kind of set in my ways and not knowing any better, I kind of delayed it. And now that I've done it, I'm sharing that experience with you guys. It was honestly life changing. Like I said, just the feeling I had, and like I said, it was a combination of everything: the place we're at, the people I was with, everything. And also, I'm continually evolving and growing. Like I said, that's one thing for me, is I'm always trying to grow as a leader, as a man, as a father, as a husband, everything I do, because I know that there's a lot of shit I'm not good at, and there's a little things I am good at. And just having that realization with yourself that you're not fucking the end all, be all, say all. You're not God's gift to anything. Just having that realization. A lot of you guys out there, you get a little bit of success, or you have an amazing physique, or you buy your first nice car and you act like your fucking nose is in the air and you act like you're better than a lot of people, and realize that there's always going to be someone that shits on you. In business, in fitness, in everything there is, no matter where you're at, what level you're at, there's always levels to this. And there's always someone that's going to be making you look like a beginner. And just having realization of that, and just being who you are and where you're at in the moment in your life, and being real with that and being genuine with that, because there's too much of that fakeness going on in this world right now. And just sharing that. Share it, because when you share that, you relate to a lot more people than when you're faking, trying to be someone you're not. Memo knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah. This was your first vacation, right? Out of how many years?
I mean, 2-3 years.
There you go.
I mean, COVID kind of put a damper on that. We went down south. I have family down in Orange County, LA. We went to like Disneyland. It's a little vacation. That was like 4 or 5 days.
That's a stressful vacation. That's a stressful vacation.
Yeah, Disneyland with 4 kids. I mean, that wasn't like this. This was a vacation. That was like, yeah, we were going away and it's kind of fun, but like, I have family down there. It was really good seeing them, but it wasn't like this, you know.
This is a vacation.
This is a vacation. So anyways, guys, that's all I want to say. Please share it. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. We're out.
all up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate.